Hi everybody, my name is Brady and I'm a 19th century American historian and we are back with another BuzzFeed quiz. I haven't done one of these in a little while, but I was looking for some geography related games and BuzzFeed has a whole quiz section dedicated to geography and I thought this one was kind of enticing. Here are 15 facts. Can you tell whether they're true or false? I think that's a lot of fun because when you present something as a fact, it's a little harder to question. If I ask you a question versus give you a fact, it's going to be a little bit different. You're less likely to question something that I state confidently. Obviously, this quiz kind of breaks that down a little bit, and I know they're going to give me some things that are false, but it's interesting. I don't know. I think this should be a lot of fun. So let's get it started. And it says it's related to geography. I don't know if all the questions are geography, but this first one clearly is. Bangladesh and Sri Lanka are both located in North Asia. I don't know that much about Bangladesh or Sri Lanka. I'm almost positive Sri Lanka is South Asia. I don't know about Bangladesh, but all I need to do is have one of them be in South Asia, and this statement is wrong. So I can go with false. Cool, it's one of those quizzes that tells me if I'm right or wrong as I'm going, which is good. So I got that one right. Bangladesh is also South Asia. Learned something new today. Like I've said in the past, I've done a lot of geography, but I'm not as good at geography as I should be for the amount of work I've put into learning geography, if that makes any sense. So for how much work I've put in, I should be much better at it. I should have known that more confidently. India is a continent itself. Okay, this is an easy one. India is in Asia. So that's false. There are some cases in which people teach things differently in different places in the world, and it's possible that some places maybe break down the continents differently from how I know that, but generally, I don't think there's any interpretation that places India anywhere besides Asia, but I don't know. The capital of Russia is St. Petersburg. That's an interesting question. This could be like a New York thing, where in New York you're like, oh yeah, the capital is definitely New York City. That would make sense. No, it's Albany. It doesn't make any sense. It should, by all means, be New York City, but nope, it's Albany. So this could be one of those things that's trying to trick me, but I think it is actually Moscow. That is the capital. So false. So far, we're doing all right. We're banging these out, no problem. I don't expect these to be... Okay, here we go. Now we're getting out of geography here. That's something that I feared. Arachnids have 6 legs. They have 8 legs. That's easy enough. That's not a problem. If they keep throwing me softballs like that, then I'll be okay. Walter Mercado discovered the first human virus in 1901. That's interesting. I don't know who discovered the first human virus. If I look at the timeline, germ theory started being accepted towards the end of the 19th century. So timeline-wise, this actually works out perfectly. I'm just not sure if that's the right guy or not. Since I'm able to match the timeline, I am going to say true, but I'm not sure. Okay, I was wrong. It was Walter Reed. Oh, Walter Reed. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Like the hospital. Okay, that's and yellow fever. That makes a whole ton of sense. Okay, that learned something new today, and that makes sense out of something that I've kind of taken for granted. The Walter Reed Hospital. That's the one that Trump went to when he got corona. Isn't that interesting? That's actually really cool. That's really cool. A potato is a vegetable. I'm not sure. I think it is, but I'm not sure. I'm going to say true because I have nothing else to base on. You bury it in the ground, but you bury a lot of things in the ground. And it doesn't have seeds. It's definitely not a fruit, but if it's something else, then I have no idea, but I'm going to say it's a vegetable. Okay, it's a vegetable. Got it. I love potatoes. I should know more about them. But we don't always know a lot about the things that we love. Sometimes we don't question it because we love them unconditionally, like potatoes. Rubber bands will last longer if you refrigerate them. That doesn't sound real. I've never tried it before. I'm going to say false, but yeah, okay, I was wrong there. I wasn't sure. I had no idea what I was going with there. I made a rubber band ball before, but I rarely use rubber bands these days. The last rubber band I encountered was wrapped around a pack of Pokemon cards. So that's about it. I don't see any reason why I would try to make them last longer because we always have them laying around because they never get used around me. So that's interessant. Okay. What does it say here? When a rubber band is placed in the fridge, it causes the polymers to relax, which keeps the band from breaking down as fast as it normally does. Learned something new today. All right. Killer whales are whales. I've heard something about this that they're not. I don't know exactly what they are, but I've heard that they're not. And that makes sense to me for some reason. So I'm going to say false. Dope. While the name killer whale implies that this large marine mammal are whales, these creatures are actually called orcas, I knew that, and are the largest member of the dolphin family. That makes a whole bunch of sense. They're like super smart, right? And dolphins are like super smart, so that makes a whole bunch of sense. I never thought about that. That's actually really cool. I love marine life. It's so cool. One of my favorite places to go is the aquarium. I think that's what I've missed the most during quarantine. Yeah, I miss the aquarium. It's always cool. The Roman calendar is the current worldwide calendar we use today. If they're talking about, I mean, there are multiple calendars in use. If they're talking about like the most used, the Roman calendar is that. Right now we use the Gregorian calendar. I don't know much about that stuff, but yeah, Gregorian. I couldn't tell you the difference. Never bothered to care, but that's a thing. James Wolfe was France's most celebrated military hero of the 18th century. Okay, we're 18th century. James Wolfe. James Wolfe. That's not French. What are you talking about? That's a British guy, no doubt. Screw you, you're trying to trick me. That's definitely a British guy. False. James Wolfe was Britain's most celebrated military hero of the 18th century. I don't do the 18th century too much. Sometimes I'll dabble in it every once in a while, but I know that's not a French guy. All right, there we go. Major General James Wolfe. Very nice, very nice. Very nice nose he's got going on there. Very pretty. George Washington served in the French and Indian War. I don't know. I guess. I know. Oh, that's a weird picture of George Washington. What is wrong with his face? Did they mess with it? That's weird. George Washington's military experience began with the French and Indian War as major blah, 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 blah. Okay, good, very good. Weird picture of George Washington. Get that off my screen right now. Running is considered to be the first sport ever played. I mean, I don't see why not. What could they have possibly done before running? I'll say true. Oh, fine. Cave painting depicting wrestlers were found in modern-day France dating back to 15,300 years ago. Okay, but when was running invented? Come on. I feel like you're tricking me here. I get it, like an organized sport, but I don't know, maybe I was going a little too literal with the running thing. I knew wrestling was like one of the oldest, but whatever. Okay. Grapefruit is the most bitter fruit. I know grapefruit is kind of bitter. I don't have it very often. I think I had it a couple months ago for like the first time outside of like in a drink or something like that, like having grapefruit itself. It's pretty bitter. There might be something more bitter, but I'm gonna go with true. Okay, there's something else. A fruit known as bitter melon, also referred to as bitter gourd or Corella, is the most bitter fruit. Okay. Matt Damon was originally supposed to play Jack in the film Titanic. I don't know. I came here for geography. False. Yeah, there we go. Matthew McConaughey. Gotcha. I, I. It's not my movie, man. I don't know. I was never a Titanic person. And lastly, Star Wars was created before Star Trek. That's obviously false. Come on, come here, come here, come here. Like, it's like old as dirt. It's like one of those things. Star Wars fans are nerds, but like Star Trek fans are the real nerds. Like there's degrees here. Star Trek's been around forever, man, and I've tried to get into it, just haven't. 11 out of 15. Did you study for this or something, or cheat? We hope not. Okay. I scored better than 89% of quiz takers. That's cool. I don't feel bad about the questions that I got wrong. I don't feel bad about like the rubber band ball thing. I don't really feel bad about I should have gotten this wrong by all means. I don't feel bad about getting the grapefruit thing wrong or the running thing wrong. Like all the questions I got wrong, I get why and how I could get them wrong, and it's one of those things these are things like I don't really worry too much about. Yeah, I feel all right. I feel like my priorities were good. This is one, the Walter Reed one. That's probably the one I'm most disappointed for getting wrong, because that's a really good piece of historical trivia I'd missed out on. I think that's a nice thing to know now. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm probably going to do some more of these as like little bonus videos every once in a while alongside my other content, especially while I'm on break from school. I have a lot of extra time on my hands and I don't know what to do with it. So I might crank out a few bonus videos in the form of stuff like this. Maybe some extra flag reviews, which have kind of gone by the wayside when I get busy, and I'd like to spend a little more time on those because I miss judging flags. I know I did one not that long ago, or a flag related video not that long ago, but in general I don't do those as much as I used to, so I'd like to do more. So thank you for watching. Like this video if you like this video, subscribe for more tomorrow, and there will be a video again later today. Don't even trip, dog. Just because this video came out early doesn't mean there isn't going to be another video later. There will be. So tune in at 2 p.m. and I'll see you then, or whatever, with another React video. Thank you. See ya.